Danny's literally just standing here waiting for me. He's like, aren't we gonna film more together, Mom? Aren't we gonna film more together? I wanna be a YouTuber. Stop staring at me, Dan, it's creepy. What do you want from me? Okay. This would honestly be a good drawer to declutter. I'm in a mid-design crisis right now. I'm being so reckless right now. Hello guys, I am at home this week and maybe next and for who knows how much longer because we're doing this whole self-isolating thing. And I was kind of like thinking to myself, what kind of content can I make by myself from my home without having to go anywhere? So I asked you guys on my Instagram what type of stuff you'd want to see from me, and you gave me a whole bunch of suggestions, which were all amazing. And I'm gonna try and fit a bunch of those into today's video. So first big one you guys wanted to see, I guess I had good hair in that Instagram story, so thank you very much, was an updated hair routine video from me. I talked in some older vlogs about how I was doing the curly girl method, or like a version of that, and then I don't know if you noticed, but I kind of stopped doing that because my hair was like obviously curled from a heat tool in more recent stuff. So I'm gonna talk you through all that and why I sort of like quit. But the first thing in me doing my hair routine is to wash it in the shower. It's actually very convenient because today I do need to wash it. This is like what my hair ends up like on the last day before I need to wash it. So let's show you what we're working with. Yeah, my hair is actually pretty good in the sense that it doesn't get greasy very easily. Like I usually have to wash it every 3 or 4 days, which ends up being like about twice a week, which I don't think is that often because the ends always stay dry. It's just the top that gets a little bit greasy. So I'm gonna go wash this and I will catch up with you later. Okay, out of the shower, I'm here at my little like at-home desk work area, just watching some cuts from our editors because we're not in the office together watching them, so I have to watch them from home. Hair is fresh out of the shower, haven't done a single thing to it yet, but let's quickly talk about why I stopped doing the curly girl method. The reason I started to do it was because I thought it would save me a lot of time. I have a lot of hair, and to do anything with it takes a lot of time, and I thought if I could get it to a state where it would just dry naturally and I would like it, then it would like free up so much time for me. But in the end, that was not the case. To do it properly and to get like the best possible curls, it actually does take a lot of time, or I found it was taking a lot of time. It takes a lot of product, there's a lot of steps involved, and there's a lot of your hair being wet, like drying naturally. But since doing that, I did notice an improvement in my hair. My hair definitely feels healthier that I stopped using heat for a while. So that's kind of taught me some things going forward, and my new sort of system of doing my hair does kind of involve trying to use as little heat as possible. So that brings us to right now, fresh out of the shower. Before, I would never brush my hair after the shower. I only brush my hair in the shower, but now the goal is to get it to dry just as quick as possible without using any heat. And honestly, the fastest way I found to get my hair to dry naturally and air dry is to brush it out. I use a Tangle Teaser. I've had this like for so long. It's a little old. I'll show you the cleaner side. If your hair is clumpy like this, it's gonna stay wet for so much longer than if you brush it out and separate the hair as much as possible, then the air can get to it faster. It's like if you have a wet shirt and you leave it in like a clump, it's gonna stay wet forever. But if you open the shirt up, it's gonna dry a lot faster. Was that a weird analogy? Probably, I don't know. All I'm trying to say is I'd brush my hair like a bunch of times to get it to air dry to about like 90% dry. And I will catch up with you when that is. Okay, it's about 90% dry, and that only really took about like half an hour, I would say. And the reason it dries so quickly is because I keep brushing it out. But you can't do that when you're doing curly girl because you brush out all your curls, as you can see. So next up, I go in with a blow dryer. I need to use a blow dryer because when I use the blow dryer, I don't know why, but my hair just comes out so much more like sleek and soft feeling. But I only want to use the blow dryer at like the very last second, so I don't use it for very long, if that makes sense. So the last 10% I save for blow dryer time, and before I hit it with the blow dryer, I use this stuff, which is Miracle Hair Treatment. Oh, hello, exposure. Okay, yeah, Miracle Hair Treatment by 11. This was recommended to me by my hairdresser, who said it was really good, and so far I've been really liking it. It's a leave-in treatment plus a heat protectant, so that's important because now we're moving on to the heat process, baby. And I put it mostly on my ends because that's like the driest part of my hair. but I also get it in the roots too because you want everything to be protected from the heat. Okay, and now I blow dry. Okay, so my hair is now 100% dry, and that took like no time with the blow dryer at all, which is better for my hair overall, less time under heat. So this last step is what I consider like setting the hair. So my hair is 100% dry, it's just warm still from the blow dryer. So before it cools and like stays in this position, I'm gonna do a really loose French braid. So that way that when it cools, it kind of cools in a little bit of a wave, which leaves me with hair that sometimes I don't need to curl because I think it looks fine that way. This is kind of like the same technique if you ever gotten your hair done. They do like a blowout. They'll use the round brush with a blow dryer and heat it and make it all nice and like blowout-y, and then they'll leave it in the round brush for like a couple seconds to cool. That's like setting the hair, and then once it cools in that shape, it'll be like much more likely to stay like that. So it doesn't even matter if this is really messy or if you can't do like a French braid at all. It doesn't really matter because this isn't like the style I'm going out in. It's just like to hold the hair in like a wavy shape while it sets, if that makes sense at all. I know I've gotten questions before about how I braid my hair, and honestly, tutorials on YouTube and lots and lots and lots of practice. The first couple times that many times that I braided my hair, it did not look good. It was messy, it wasn't tight, it was all over the place, but then you just keep doing it over and over and over again, and your fingers figure out what they're doing and it gets a lot easier. Okay, cool, fun. Yeah, this part's kind of like just chilling, but that's okay. It doesn't need to stay like this for too long. So this process is kind of like where I'll leave it until I'm ready to either take it out and just have it be like that, or if I'm ready to curl it or whatever I'm doing that day. So if I'm having a night shower, I'll do all of this and then up until this point and then go to bed like this. Or if I'm having a morning shower, I'll do all this up until this point and then drive to work and let it chill like this until I'm ready to do my hair. So I'm gonna leave this for like a little bit, and then I will catch up with you and I can show you what it looks like. Okay, something else you guys also asked to see today was more decluttering, cleaning. There is one room that I've been showing a lot of on Instagram because things have been changing in it, and that is the guest room slash my dressing room walk-in closet. So I'm gonna show you what that's like. It still needs work, so we can maybe do that together. Okay, so this is the room. When you guys saw it last, there was a bed that was on this wall. That bed is now currently in my basement, and in its place up here is this little daybed couch. It's quite small, you can't really tell on camera, but I got it from IKEA in the as-is section for a super good price. And the other bed is downstairs because it can fit like more people on it, so if we have friends staying over, it makes more sense for that to be in a bigger space downstairs. This mirror was on this wall, but I moved it here because when you're looking at yourself in this mirror, it's really nice to have the window light light yourself. And I know it's kind of awkward to have this covering the window, but it's really the only place it could go if you want to get window light. And because the mirror was on this wall before, you get kind of this problem. Do you see it? You're looking in the mirror. The window behind you is so bright that it just like overexposes everything you're trying to look at. And like, good luck taking a photo of yourself in that mirror when it was on this wall, because the window just kind of makes that impossible. So what we're dealing with now is kind of a wonky layout. I don't think everything's exactly where it wants to be. This chair definitely doesn't want to be in the middle of the room. This dresser system used to be stacked with these two under this window. There was like a row of 3 of them, but 2 of them just fit under this clothing thing so much better that they're there now. This third one feels random. I think I just want to clean it out and move it so I only have 2. And just kind of clean up and make things look cute again. I was in a state of moving everything around that stuff is kind of just a mess right now. These hooks are new. These are CB2 and actually quite affordable. They're like recycled wood, and I put my hats on them. So that was the start of me trying to clean up in here. These picture frames, and person in my neighborhood was like throwing them out. So I saved them because they were too beautiful. They're like big square real glass. Might do a DIY with them later. And yeah, okay. I think let's start by like clearing some stuff out. Like, let's declutter this thing together so we can get rid of it. Okay, successfully cleaned everything out of these drawers. Once they're like folded neatly, these are the only clothes that were actually in this. It's just a pile of leggings and workout tops. Belts are on the bottom, but those can easily get hung elsewhere. So I really don't think we need this here anymore now that that's all that needs to get put somewhere else. I'm almost thinking like it'd be amazing if there's a way to disassemble this and make these 2 units 4 drawers high instead of 3 drawers high each. That's gonna take some thinking though. I don't know if that's possible. That might be another video for another time if I think it'll work. If you want to see that, let me know. But I think we can move on to finishing this hair because it's like basically all cooled and good to move on to the curling step. Okay, let's take this braid out. So I don't know if you can see, but now that it's set, it's got like a natural wave in it that's actually pretty nice. And because I did the blow drying of it, the top is really smooth and healthy feeling and straight. Like on days where I don't actually want it to be like super perfectly curled, I'll just leave it like this because it's fine. It feels healthy. We used like very little heat so far on it and it's like, it's pretty good. I don't mind this at all. But for days that I do want to actually curl it, and especially the way that it was curled in that Insta story that you guys all asked me about, I do that with a old school curling wand, the one with the clip. I think this is a 1-inch one, and it's a Hot Shot Tools one. Got it from Sally's. It's pretty good, pretty reliable. So I used to not know how to use a curling iron, a clip one, like I thought I did, but every time I go get my hair done properly, the curls would turn out so much better, and I was like, how are they doing it? So I paid attention the last couple times I got my hair done and then watched some YouTube tutorials and like finally figured out what I was doing wrong. So let me show you what I was doing originally in case you're doing this too. Or maybe it's just a me thing. So I used to grab like a piece of hair, take the curling wand, go all the way to the bottom, and then wrap the whole thing up, which you can do and it works. Something about it was just never right. So after doing my research, I figured out the better way to do it. And here's what you have to do. The secret is to always keep the curling wand near the top of your head instead of bringing it down and wrapping it back up. So take a chunk like this, put the curling clip in at the top, and then every time you turn, open the clip and turn it, and it will bring more hair to the top. Open and turn it, open and turn it. And that way all of the hair gets inside the clip. And pull it out. It just makes a better curl. It just does. I'll show you one more time. So take a piece of hair like this, put the clip near the top, and then twist, and when you twist, open the clip. See? Twist and open. And this is pulling all of the hair like in. So it's your hair that's moving, but the iron is always staying at the top. And then pull it out. And then I like to pull it straight after, and that's what gives it the like beachy effect as opposed to like the super pageanty curls. Cool, we got it? Okay, that's what I do for all my hair. Enter time-lapse mode. Alright, so that's it. That's all I do. And then I really try not to touch it up or do any more heat to it until I have to wash it again, so in like 3-4 days. Because, like I said, the best thing you can do is to just not put heat on your hair. So I try to do it as little as I can and then leave it until I have to do it again. So luckily, my hair does hold up. It will hold this curl. I don't need to use hairspray or any of that. It will stay, which I'm fortunate enough to have hair that will do that. But yeah, I've just found that this like doesn't take too long to do all of these things. I know it sounds like a lot when I say it all in a video, but it doesn't take too long. It's pretty easy. My hair comes out feeling really soft and not dried out the way I do it, and I don't know, I like my hair like this. Hopefully you learned a thing or two in this journey of me telling you how I do my hair, and yeah, okay, on with the day. All right, it's already looking better in here now that that big storage unit is gone. As for these belts that I took out of the bottom drawer, Be nice to hang them maybe in the closet. Let's go see if I have any hooks I can use. Okay. I have 2 drawers that are full of miscellaneous like DIYs and tool supplies. Screw thing just exploded everywhere. This would honestly be a good drawer to declutter, but like, to be fair, you never know when you're gonna need any of these things. Okay, found some screws. Did I say screws? I meant hooks. It's confusing me because they're in a screw box, but these are hooks. The back of this door is a good place to put hooks for belts. Let's see. Got a bunch of these little C-hooks. You know what they look like, okay? I just don't know, now I'm thinking about it, like, are these any better than just doing one big screw or nail? But no, this is maybe good. I think I can get a couple though on one hook. Yeah, okay, let's do these. Let's put a couple of these in the door, and then that can organize the belts. I always find too with the C-hooks, they're really hard to screw in, like just from no pilot hole or anything. So I'm just gonna use a little nail and a hammer to put little pilot holes in the door. Twisting those C-hooks in will be so much easier that way. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Like, let's go crazy. Where do I want these to hang? I don't know. How many? Okay, let me figure out how many I want to fit on a hook. Okay, maybe I want to do 5, 3 on the top and 2 on the bottom. Sure. Not even measuring these. I'm being so reckless right now. But who's gonna see inside this door? All of the internet right now. Let me just make sure that worked before I put the other 2 in. Okay. Cool. 1, 2, 3. Do I even need 2 more? Let's try this. Also a good time to declutter belts while here. See, if they're too fat, you can't even get. Wait, what if I hang them by the holes? Did I just think of the smartest solve for this? Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Wow. That's totally kind of working. Okay, on to something. Genius. Actually genius. Okay, this is them. The hanging it upside down thing was literally the best hack to getting more to fit on one hook than trying to fit the big buckles up there. Also, this little strawberry shortcake hook came from the person that owned the house before me, and it's stuck to this door, and I literally can't get it off. There's just no good way to get a grip on it. Okay, I don't know. She's staying. She's cute. She can hang out in my closet. Cool. Great. That cleared up an entire drawer that I didn't need to use because hanging things. So what else do I need to do? I think just clearing up the floor a little bit, and I'd like to just make this bed look cuter, and then this room is in a really great spot. Don't like that chair there. I don't like it on the other side either. What to do? Okay, now for this guy. So the cover that's on it is like the one that comes from IKEA. It's like not very soft at all, and it's kind of a weird like off-white gray almost, and I would love to get a new cover for it, but those are pretty expensive. Like, I've bought them for my couch downstairs, but I feel like I don't want to purchase the cover for this right now just because it's expensive, and I'll like, you know, save and wait like responsible adult. So what I tried to do was put this thrifted big circle blanket over it to make it more white, but I feel like it just looks a little off. This lamp was hanging like up there, but since we moved the mirror, it's got to go somewhere else. I think I'll put it somewhere else in the house, like entirely. I feel like it's not the vibe for this room anymore. So let me take everything off, and then we can rearrange pillows and see if we like how it's looking. I almost want to not use, this is crazy? Because this is supposed to be, I don't know, if it's a couch or a day bed, it's one of the two. And these back cushions make it to be more couch-y. But I feel like I don't want to have them because I want it to feel more like a bed. Because if I don't put the back cushions on, then it's like a much deeper couch as well, which is kind of nice. This is what happens when I'm stuck at home. I rearrange pillows for 3 hours because what else is there to do? Okay, I really like how this turned out, or is turning out. I think doing all the little pillows on the back instead of the 2 big ones is better because there's such like a varying shades of white that they make the couch just look like another shade of white since they're kind of all over the place. And it makes the couch look a lot deeper now that these big ones aren't taking up like half the depth of the couch. So I'm pretty happy. And I just took the white blanket that was there and put it on the end like a little throw. And I think I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. Like I really think it's the best way to go, to be honest. All right, I needed a little bit of a mental break from this mirror situation, which is why I diverted to the pillows, but now we're back and we gotta address it. So I think we have one of 2 options. Option A is this, with the chair on this side and the mirror covering a little bit more of the window. Or option B would be, since now this corner is all cleared out, let's see. Would this be in the way of the closet too much? This is the mirror pushed as far against the wall as possible. This could go here or could not go here. I feel like that feels weird. Does it? I feel like it was nice with things kind of tucked together. This could go back here, which was nice. I mean, is the real answer that this chair has nowhere to go? I'm in a mid-design crisis right now. I have too many big pieces of furniture and I love them all to death that I can't get rid of any of them. That's the real problem here. Step 1, addressing you have a problem. Step 2, I don't know. Okay, I have decided I'm gonna move it out of here for now, probably to the basement, so I can feel the space, live in the space for a little bit without it, let it simmer in my brain, this problem, and deal with it another day. Because all I know for sure is that I like it as it is, and this doesn't have a place right now. So that's what we're gonna do. Decide on something. So I also heard that you guys wanted some Danny content. Oh, Dan, what is this? What is this? Say hi, say hi. Look at this little tail. He loves that I am stuck at home with him because we get to hang out all the time, right, Dan? All the time. Okay, should we show the peeps something? Should we show him something? So Danny learns all of his tricks in the kitchen because it has a lot of empty floor space and it's where we keep the treats. So I was gonna show you some of the tricks that he knows, but then I realized my kitchen's like real messy right now. You can't even really tell. Let's do a quick little kitchen clean with me moment. If you need to clean your kitchen, do it now, do it with me. I swear it never takes that long. Let's get to it. Okay, better. I used to be a fan of like kitchens where all the things that you use frequently are just out on the counter. Like stacked cutting boards looks nice, but I think my design style is evolving where I actually really appreciate places that are just kind of empty and clean looking. So I really want to try and challenge myself and see if I can take all these things on the countertop. I mean, not everything. Like the toaster obviously has to stay. But things that just sit out here for the sake of like sitting there and put them in cupboards and places. I know like one of the biggest rules of like keeping a clean house is like having a place for everything. But I think sometimes those places maybe would be better out of sight as well. You know what I mean? I feel like, because I've cleaned the kitchen is clean, but it just looks like there's so much stuff here still. And it's because everything's out instead of away. So let me try and put stuff away and see if that helps. I feel like what I'm saying is all sounding very obvious, but maybe you've never thought about it. Maybe you're like, why is my place clean but still look cluttered? It's because we're seeing all the things. Got coffee here, which can maybe go in here. I actually did have it in here at one point, now I'm thinking about it. But somebody moved it back out. Okay. All of these can probably go in a drawer down over here. Wow, that's like so much better. Even like dish soap, is that weird? I'm just gonna put it up here. Get it out of here, out of the way. Hand soap, you can say you are very needed at this time. Okay, so like last thing I'd love to find a solution for is the onions and the avocado, which are just chilling. Like I cannot believe how much cleaner this looks that now that stuff is just put in drawers. I'm gonna go see what I have around my house as far as like basket items to use. Obviously I can't go out and get anything, but I'm sure I've got to have some stuff. Got this basket, which I used to have a plant in it, but I think, yeah, too big, for sure too big, but very cute. This currently, I'm just thinking, you got to get creative in times like these. This container, it's like a bowl, but it's really low, has candles in it currently, and that was before I had this tray, which is actually a DIY. But I think the candles can come out and just go straight on the tray now, and then maybe this would make a really nice like fruit/veg bowl, because it's not very tall, which is nice. Let's see. Obviously I would need to clean it, but the wax is coming out like no problem. It's stuck to the candle, as you can see, not the bowl at all. Can you store onions and avocados together?
On the website cheatcheat.com, they say, it's the onions causing all the trouble in this dynamic duo, as they cause the potatoes to ripen and spoil faster.
Well, I wasn't really asking about potatoes, but they're saying that onions will just make things ripen faster, which, you know what? These avocados are not ripe at all, and they could use some ripening. So we're gonna go with this for now. I don't know. This is just, it's what we're doing, okay? It's what we're doing. Okay, that was a massive detour from the Danny content, but like, look at my kitchen. Oh my God, who is she? I love it. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so Danny knows lots of different tricks because he's a good boy. You know the basics. Let's see, sit, down, sit, up. Okay, hold on, don't get anxious. Now you can also stand for a little bit on his own. Are we boring you? Come here. Come on. Up. No, off me. Good boy. And he can also give you a high five. Up. High five. Good boy. Up. High five. Good boy. You want to show him how you know how to dance? Ready? Spin. 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 Come on, you gave me more than that. Come here. Spin. Spin, spin. Good boy. So sometimes Austin likes to teach Danny like kind of random tricks, but he knows to do them because he's smart. So this is an Austin one, and this is to teach Danny to go drink water. Okay, ready? Water, water, water. But see, he tries to do it without actually drinking. Did you drink any? Water. Good boy. You're so cute. Danny, you can also shake a paw. Come here. Come here. Come. Sit. Paw. No. Sit. Paw. But you're smarter than that. You can do it to feet too. Ready? Up, paw. Come here. Other one. Other one. Other one. He's like, please, this is easy. Oh no. Okay, and then the last one is another brought to you by Austin trick, and this is Danny knows how to go around things. He first learned like on this wall in our kitchen, but now if you kind of point to anything, he'll go around it. So, ready, Dan? Around, go around. Good boy! Good boy! You're so smart! You're so smart! Maybe part 2 coming soon when we teach him more random and cool tricks. What's this? What's this? Okay, come here. Come here. Good boy. Well, I hope that satisfies all the Danny content you guys were hoping for. Yeah, Dan? The people like you. Do you like them? Yeah, he does. Alright, well thanks so much for hanging out with me today, guys. I hope that kind of gave you a taste of all the little things you're hoping to see or have me explain or do. It was really fun, and you might be seeing more of this because who knows how long I'm going to be filming stuff from home. But if you did enjoy this content or you like the kind of things we do, please consider giving this channel a subscribe. It really does help us a lot, and I can't wait to see you guys next time with a new video. Also, I have lots of more home specific stuff, DIY home stuff in the works coming soon too. So yeah, subscribe so you don't miss it. I don't know if this video is gonna go on the vlog channel or the main channel, TBD. Either way, subscribe to both. I wouldn't hate it. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we will see you next time. Bye! Say bye, Dan. Bye. You're not sure. You're not sure. Okay, bye.